All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Millennial Trade. So I want to give you guys a quick market update because some of this stuff is just all over the place. You have the China situation, obviously the lockdown policy and the protests. We have several different protests in China, by the way, but all of that is definitely affecting the global markets. Last night, it was affecting the Asian markets, and then I woke up this morning, the headlines were global markets, sink on all of this China news. So the stocks are under pressure. I'm watching the dollar, okay? The dollar was way down in pre-market. And it looked like stocks were going to have a nice rally, right? But then as soon as the market opens, as soon as the stock market opens, the dollar just starts skyrocketing. Now, some of the stocks popped up a little bit. My PayPal trade, my put over the weekend got destroyed, absolutely destroyed. PayPal popped up huge and then came so far halfway back down. Same thing with a lot of these stocks that I'm watching here. The same thing with the NASDAQ. I mean, the NASDAQ is still down 0.71% on the day. PayPal is up 0.76%. And the reason I mention PayPal so much is just because I tend to trade it. So I'm constantly comparing it to the market, comparing the strength or the weakness to the overall market. S&P 500 is, it's trying its best to catch a bid here, but we've got a lot of crazy candles, just kind of back and forth, no real sense of direction. And it is frustrating. It's very frustrating, but there's a lot going on right now. You've got the China situation. I'll just go to trading economics real quick. U.S. stocks start the week lower. European stocks start on a negative note. Remember, Europe was up for like 6 weeks in a row, so it's time for Europe probably to pull back. You also have oil falling, probably because of the fears about lack of demand because of the China lockdown situation. So now oil is plummeting, which is good for stocks. You want to see the commodities come down. You also have rice, right? I thought this was interesting. Hits a 2-year high. So the price of rice is up there right now. And this is food that we're talking about. There's some news about the 10-year bond yields hit a 5-month high in China. We want to pay attention to the bond markets, throughout the world because they are related to our bond markets. They can affect our bond markets, and they can affect just the global markets in general. So I'm watching all this go down. I mean, it looks like the dollar is at a supply area, right? Because the dollar is, the dollar went all the way down to almost like 105.25, right? 105.25. And today it's up 106.25. So, an entire percentage point that the dollar moved today since pre-market, that just seems extreme to me. That seems really extreme. I mean, you can see it on the chart. Let me actually just cover up my account information. Look, I'll show you this. This is absolutely nuts. I mean, this move, tell me that does not look crazy. I mean, see the green right there? That looks absolutely insane. So it's definitely concerning. What's it going to do? Is it going to keep popping up, or is it going to come back down and stocks are going to rally? So I did get out of that put trade. Probably should have just held it because now PayPal is coming all the way back. I'm stuck in calls. So, this is just how it goes sometimes. You can't win them all. And, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I didn't sell soon enough when PayPal was popping up. It popped up past my supply zone that I was shorting at on Friday. And I just kind of held it a little bit too long. And then I realized, I just got to get rid of this. So I did. In hindsight, I kind of freaked out a little bit because the markets were really popping up at first. And then the dollar was coming up as well and just kept going up, which put so much pressure on stocks. Not to mention, the China policies and everything else that's going on out there. Last thing I'll say in this video to keep this 5 minutes, the Kroger earnings report, which comes out, I believe, Thursday before the bell. This is kind of like an inflation report. It's a mini inflation report because all the analysts, everybody listening to the conference call, they're going to want to know, the prices. Have prices on some items come down? Have they gone up? So we're going to get a little bit of inflationary information, at least about food and Kroger. So with that, I will leave it there. Comment down below what you're watching because I might have missed it. And as always, until next time, I'll see you on the next video.